The buyer loved your house. They were pre-approved. The contract was signed. And then one piece of paper killed the entire deal. It wasn't the appraisal. It wasn't the buyer getting cold feet. It was something called a 4-point inspection. And if you own an older home in Florida, this is the wall your sale is going to hit. I'm going to break down exactly what a 4-point inspection is, the 4 ways your house can fail it, what it really costs to fix each one, real South Florida numbers, and the one option most sellers never hear about. I'm Anthony Astolfi, the owner of Home Rescue Team and a licensed Florida real estate agent. Every week I talk to South Florida families stuck in exactly this situation. So what is a 4-point inspection? Here's what most sellers get wrong. It's not the lender who orders it. It's the buyer's insurance company. In Florida, if your home is around 40 years old, and lately many carriers are asking at 30, the insurance company will not write a policy until an inspector checks 4 things: the roof, the electrical, the plumbing, the AC. 4 points. That's the whole inspection. Now here's the chain reaction that kills your sale. If the house fails the 4-point, the buyer can't get insurance. If the buyer can't get insurance, the lender will not fund the loan. No insurance, no mortgage, period. And if the lender won't fund the loan, your buyer is gone. Contract canceled. Back to square one. Your house didn't change. Your price didn't change. But every single buyer who needs a mortgage, that's about 8 out of 10 buyers, just became unable to buy your home. And here's the part that stings. The next buyer's insurance company is going to flag the same 4 things. This isn't bad luck. It's a pattern. And once you understand it, you can actually do something about it. Coming up, the 4 deal killers, what each one costs to fix in South Florida, and the math nobody shows you. Let's go through the 4 points and what each one costs to fix in South Florida right now. Number 1, the roof. This is the number 1 reason homes get declined. Many carriers won't touch a shingle roof past 15 to 19 years old. Some have moved that line even lower. A new shingle roof in South Florida, $11,000 to $17,000. Tile, $22,000 to $36,000. Number 2, the electrical panel. If your house has a Federal Pacific, a Zinsco, or a Challenger panel, insurance companies treat them as fire hazards. Automatic red flag. A panel replacement runs about $2,500 to $4,500, and if the wiring needs work too, that number can hit $10,000. Number 3, the plumbing. Polybutylene pipes, old galvanized lines. Insurers hate them. A full repipe on a typical South Florida home, $7,000 to $12,000. And if you've got old cast iron drain lines under the slab, that bill climbs fast. Number 4, the AC. An aging system that can't cool the house, leaks, or barely works. That's another flag. A new central system in South Florida, roughly $9,000 to $14,000 installed. Add it up. A house that fails on all 4 points can need $40,000 or more just to become insurable. Not upgraded, not remodeled, just sellable to a normal buyer. So what are your options? Option 1, fix everything, then sell. You get top dollar. If you have $40,000 in cash, months for permits and contractors, and the stomach for surprises behind the walls. Option 2, list it as is anyway. Here's what actually happens. Financed buyers fall out one after another, each one taking weeks off your calendar. The listing goes stale, the price drops. And who finally shows up? Investors, lowballing you through an agent while you still pay commissions on top. And then there's option 3, the one most sellers never hear about. Sell directly to a cash buyer. A real cash buyer doesn't need a mortgage. No mortgage means no lender. No lender means no insurance requirement. No insurance requirement means no 4-point inspection. The roof, the panel, the pipes, the AC, none of it blocks the closing. You sell the house exactly as it sits. Up next, I'll put real numbers side by side, all 3 options, same house, and show you where sellers actually come out ahead. Let's run the numbers. This is an example. Every house is different, but these are realistic South Florida figures. Say you own a 1970s house in Hollywood. Fixed up and insurable, it's worth around $480,000, but it needs a roof, a panel, a repipe, and an AC. Call it $42,000 in repairs. Route A, you fix everything first. You spend $42,000 upfront, out of pocket. Permits, contractors, 4 to 6 months of your life. You sell at $480,000, pay about $29,000 in commissions and closing costs, plus months of taxes, insurance, and utilities. You net somewhere around 400,000 if nothing else goes wrong behind those walls. Route B, you list it as is. Financed buyers keep falling out. Remember, the house can't pass the 4 point. 6 months later, the price has been cut to 400. An investor buys it anyway, and you still pay commissions and closing costs. You walk away with about 370 after half a year of stress and showings. Route C, you sell directly to a cash buyer. In this example, say the offer is 390. No repairs, no commissions, no inspection contingency, no waiting on a lender, closing in a few weeks on your timeline. You walk away with about 390 and you never lift a hammer. Now let me be straight with you, because this is what I'd tell my own family. If you have the cash sitting in the bank, the time and the patience, Route A can put more in your pocket. But if you don't have 40 grand to gamble, if the house is inherited or tired, or you just need to move on, the direct cash sale usually beats the slow as is listing, and it beats it by months, not just dollars. That's exactly what we do at Home Rescue Team. We buy South Florida houses in any condition, failed 4-point, old roof, bad panel, all of it, for cash, as is, on your schedule. Want to know what your house is worth as is? Call or text us at 305-699-9763 or go to homerescueteam.net for a free no-pressure walkthrough. If this helped you, subscribe. I break down a new Florida seller situation every week. I'm Anthony Astolfi. See you in the next one.